Greenbrier junior Tanner Haywood has had to endure more than many people will in a lifetime, yet he continues to inspire in the face of so much hardship. Life is precious. It's fleeting. In many ways, it's like a book. Some chapters bring joy. Some are tests of will. But unlike a book, you never know when your story will come to an end.
There's several days up to a week there where we were waiting for test results to tell us if our son was going to make it to Christmas time. So certainly your first fear is the immediate, the obvious, the elephant in the room, so to speak, is that you're going to lose your child. And no one's prepared for that. I certainly wasn't. Whenever
I found out, my first thought was go to my parents, get them to tell me I'm going to be fine. But they can't. Nobody can tell you you're going to be fine.
Tanner Haywood's life changed forever on his 14th birthday. He was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma in March of 2015, a rare bone cancer that's only found in around 200 teenagers per year. In Tanner's case, 2 tumors were found in the fibula of his right leg, and it was football that gave him a fighting chance.
The fact that he was injured during his 8th grade year in that right leg, and the fact that some of the coaching staff here at Greenbrier told us, you need to get this checked out before the season starts or he won't be able to play. That's what sparked the flame to get us in there and get us looked at. So I think, it may sound a little dramatic, but without that football injury, we may have never known until it was too late.
If I hadn't been playing football, I'd have never found it. I'd have been ate up with it, and that'd have been it. If I hadn't played football, I wouldn't be right here right now.
Tanner was taken out of school to begin chemotherapy.
If you're sitting by yourself, you think. You just keep on thinking, and then you overthink. And you make up scenarios in your head, and that's what I would do. And I would occasionally, if my counts, my blood cells were all right, I could go out and hang out with my friends. And whenever I was with my friends, I'd forget that I had cancer. And it was tough not being around friends and family.
After the first 6 weeks of chemotherapy, Tanner was scheduled to have surgery to remove the tumors.
The day we went for surgery, as they're wheeling him back, the doctor looks at me and he looks at Tanner and he says, now when they get in there, it's going to depend on the nerves and how they're wrapped around this tumor. If they're wrapped around this tumor in a way that I can't address it, you may come out without a leg on that side, and you need to be prepared for that.
It scared me for sure, but like I said, I just trust in the Lord and that He already knows what's going to happen, so why do I need to worry about it? And that's where I just was along for the ride.
The surgery took 8 hours. The surgeons successfully removed the tumors, and while they had to remove the majority of Tanner's fibula, they managed to salvage his leg.
That was the most exciting day of my life, whenever I realized that I have a leg. And it sounds minuscule, but I had a leg. And that was the best day.
Tanner still had to endure 6 additional months of chemotherapy, but it's the lessons he's learned playing football that got him through an agonizing chapter.
In the total scheme of things, no, football doesn't mean anything. But the principles that you learn on a football field and the things that you're told to do when you're playing football, to never give up, to adapt and overcome, to find a way. Winners find a way, and those are the things that you have to use when you're dealing with something like cancer.
Tanner's story has been one of highs and lows, setbacks and triumphs. And after more than a year and a half of being cancer-free, Tanner and his family must once again endure the unimaginable. This week, just as he was starting his junior year at Greenbrier, they discovered his cancer has returned, this time to multiple areas.
I'd say I hit a point of I can't really freak out anymore. There's no further stage I can hit. I've already hit stage 1 through 100,000, and so I kind of just hit that point where I can't do anything. My parents can't do anything. There's nobody on this earth that can do anything. So who can I turn to? And God's the only person I turn to, and He put it in my heart that I'm going to be just fine. And if I'm not just fine, if I die, I'm going to be with Him. I mean, yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous as can be, but it's just another step in my life that I got to conquer.
As he showed us once before, Tanner's story isn't finished. He will attack this chapter with the same dauntless bravery. Tanner will begin his second fight on Monday. His family has set up a Facebook account to keep their friends and family updated on his progress. If you'd like to follow his fight, you can find the page by searching Team Tanner on Facebook.